I was marveling at the statues. I mean, they are just stunning, and they are, what, 7 years in the making, these statues?
Yeah, we started the whole process about 7 years ago, just with the talks between the city of Montreal and the band council and the people of Kanien'kehá.
And as you say, I mean, we were talking off camera, and you were saying that this was a collaboration, and a collaboration on many levels. The City of Montreal, the council, and you and artist Kira Ravenko.
Yeah.
You were keen from the get-go to be part of this, weren't you?
Oh yeah, I think this is a really important project, especially I think for the Native community in and around Montreal, because we've had a presence here like for thousands of years, and I think it's really part of our history that we need to put, that we need to remember and that we need to talk about, keep talking about.
And that's, I mean, let's talk about the sculptures themselves, because you can clearly see that each one has a story, and yet there's also a place to sit.
Yeah.
And you talk about dialogue. These are perfect places where two people can sit down and have a discussion about the past.
Right, it's because Kira and I both took like one side of the dialogue. I took the Native perspective, and Kira took the newcomer's perspective. And so all the length down, starting down in Griffintown, at the bottom of Peel Street, we come up to the base of Mount Royal here at the steps, and we have an ongoing dialogue between our two communities. So it very similar kind of reflects the process that we undertook just to create the pieces. It started off as it's urban landscaping. It's actually urban furniture. You can sit on them. Like
I know. I must say, I didn't want to. They were just too beautiful.
Yeah. So it's like you're meant to. It's meant to invite you off the busy sidewalk so that you can sit, have a break, and possibly even like reflect on the themes, because each station has a different theme. Also, like there's a little QR code on the panels.
So you can listen
That's
to
right.
the history.
Yeah,
as well, and
there's
the
a whole
stories.
story. There was interviews with many of the elders and historians of Kanien'kehá. So you get a really good understanding of like the whole historical value of Peel Street, because it was several years ago that when they were redoing Peel Street and digging up the roads, that they discovered that there was a 14th century Mohawk or Iroquoian village here before. So, and I think, we would have forgot that. Even on my side, we would have forgotten that had we not, decided to memorialize the existence, just the presence.
Each station has a theme, and this theme is all about creation.
Yeah.
Can you explain what we're seeing between these two, as you put them, urban pieces of furniture?
Well, these are the topmost spheres. It's the end of the Ohandugariwadekwa, which is the Thanksgiving address that the Mohawk people have, the Iroquois Kanien'kehá people have. It's sort of an act that we do before all important ceremonies, before all important meetings. It's a Thanksgiving address where we give thanks to everything in creation. So starting at the bottom of the road, we start with addressing the waters and the wildlife and the plant life, and we finally get to the top here near Mount Royal, and we end with thanking the Creator and all of creation, and of course in partnership with our worldview, our perspective. There's the newcomer's perspective, which has a lot to do with the influences of bringing religion and different faiths from more of a European perspective, and the conflicts that might have arisen, between the two different peoples. So it was one of the heavier ones to work on emotionally, I think, because it's a very
Charged issue.
It's still a very charged issue, and I think, but I think that's also the point, is that we invite people to dialogue, to rest on these issues, and to have a conversation about it, because that's at the root of this project, I think, is just to be able to have those dialogues, and not to stop because we're uncomfortable about it. Let's find a space where we can be comfortable and take our time and to get into it.
Well, I thank you so much for telling us a little bit more about this project and for your time today. On a very hot day, you walked all the way up Peel Street. Thank you so much.
Thank you.